I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Buenas a todos, aquí van a ir con un nuevo vídeo de Call of Juarez Gunslinger o Gunslinger o algo así. Bueno, capítulo 3. El primer vídeo... Ay, que esto es normal. El primer vídeo nos pasamos el 1 y el 2, pues ya vamos a por el 3.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant, and hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits, and put a generous price on his head.
Encuentra la entrada a la mina.
Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
Vamos a ir más despacio por aquí.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're fine.
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal.
Quedaos quietos. ¡Eh! No te he visto, tío. Qué majo. Vamos a recoger munición, que siempre hace falta.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches.
Vale, o sea que a la dinamita no hace falta apuntar.
There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings.
Vamos allá. ¡Eh!
Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot.
Ole, tiro en la cara.
That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach.
Hey.
Dangerous, desperate individuals. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched, or had some kind of death wish, seeing as there were barrels of gunpowder everywhere. I thought I was some kind of hero.
Munición. Pues que el fusil va muy fino.
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny.
A ver dónde tenemos que ir ahora.
But first, I had something I needed to figure out.
Por aquí parece que no hay nada. Es que los secretos esos deben estar muy bien escondidos.
I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was
Vamos
the
por
quickest
aquí.
way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Buah. Revólver encanzado, revólver de Ranger.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned
aquí.
around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it.
¿Qué me dispara?
Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell.
Por aquí.
A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Pues vamos a ir para abajo. A ver qué nos encontramos por aquí. Bien, hemos encontrado un secreto. Y estamos a tope de munición. Pues vamos por aquí.
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily,
Ah,
I was never
vale, que
one
lo
to be
tenía.
easily bushwhacked.
Lo tenía que pasar. Pero qué cojones. Pero si no me podía mover. A ver.
I would
Vale.
just need to be careful not to blow myself to Kingdom Come. With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at.
Vale, sin excederme.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tomb.
Creo que hay que
I
correr.
freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic,
Sí,
but
me da que hay
clearly
que correr.
insane.
Ah, vale. Había que disparar rápido. ¿Qué
It's a
cojones?
good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side.
Bueno, pues nada. Joder, qué líos es
It
esto.
was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution, because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith, which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell.
Podré saltar.
I was determined not to give up, however.
¡Ole!
That Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob.
A ver. Un momento.
And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water.
¿No puedo coger otra arma con esta? Parece que no.
But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
The elevator.
I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
¿No me dispara nadie? Estos tíos no eran nada.
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither
Ah, que
here
ya
nor
está
there.
muerto.
The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Ya he llegado a algún sitio. Hombre de la ley. Fuera de la ley. Bribón. Henry Plumber.
Well, this day is just getting worse and worse for you.
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some doing.
Buah, es que me está partiendo el ojete,
Keep pissing me off. See what it gets you. I'm going all medieval on your ass.
Esto va a ser lento.
Gonna need a dustpan to pick you up. I need some help here. Come on, boys. Take this cocksucker out.
¿Dónde se va? Se ha ido. Qué mal, qué mal. Cazador de cabezas. Empuña 2 revólveres y mándalas al infierno cuando uses una rueda arriba o 3 para entrar en modo armas dobles.
You bastard!
Vale.
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. What on?
¿Dónde mierdas está?
No blood money for you today. I can shoot too. Let's join the circus. Who wants the ball? You can shoot, but can you aim? I'll kill you.
Me cago en la puta. Qué mal me lo estoy haciendo. ¡Ole!
So that's how Henry Plummer died.
Buah, este me ha
Him and his
costado,
crew were worth their weight in gold. And now,
Buah.
I was officially a bounty hunter.
Continuar.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
John Wesley Harding. Episodio 4.
Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Pues vamos a matarle, ¿no? Silas afirma que se hizo recompensas para financiar la caza de su última presa. Es que te Bob, no sé qué. Bueno, vamos a seguir con esto.
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different. I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
¡Buah, qué malo soy, macho! ¿Dónde está el resto? Bien, tiene la cabeza a distancia. Chachi, piruli.
I thought the Texas Rangers got Hardin.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was cold and a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres.
Encuentra a Harding. Por aquí.
To the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me.
Joder.
And
Sí, la estaba esperando.
wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
God damn it! Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. As most of them were wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hands. And that was easier said than done, as most of them were as foolish and full of bravado as I was. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcome presence.
Bien, vámonos. ¿He oído voces? Me da que sí.
That son of a bitch! Let the boys know we got another law dog.
I wondered if Bob was among them.
Buah. Y la cosa nos lleva hasta esta tienda que no está aquí nadie. A ver, ¿dónde tenemos que ir? Llega a la ciudad. Ah, vale. Tenemos que ir por aquí. Hay un camino por aquí, pero yo me decido meter por las rocas porque soy así de duro. Ay.
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better.
Vale, me tengo que ir por aquí.
Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers.
Ole.
Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different
Me
story.
encanta, es que me encanta este arma. Va como la seda.
I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
Es que va como la seda. A pesar de que yo soy malísimo. Hay alguien.
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon. Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me. In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Ole. ¿Desde dónde cojones me disparan? No veo nada. Y no sé desde dónde... Ah, mira. Amigo. Amigo. ¿A dónde me meto? Vamos a ver si tiene alguna munición. No. Vale, tengo que encontrar a Harding. Ahora. Por aquí no puedo ir. Bueno, pues nada, vamos por abajo. Están recargadas, ¿no? No.
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Ahora sí, ¿eh? Primer muerto a los 15 años. Mató a un hombre por roncar, a 40 por respirar. John Wesley Harding.
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him.
Demasiado lento. Ah, tenía que ser giro para el otro lado.
He didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
Es que es difícil, ¿eh? Es muy rápido. Ah, mierda, estaba tan concentrado en esquivarlo. Esto se está volviendo complicado, ¿eh? ¿Pero qué cojones? Pero si lo he esquivado. Ay, madre mía.
That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
¿Ya está?
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless avenger took his life. Shot him in the back at a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
Bah, qué mal, ¿eh? 50% de puntería, cada vez peor. Pero bueno, es lo que...